Assalamu alaikum students, hope you are doing great. Today we are going to do question number 1 of exercise 5a. This is another chapter that is related to linear equations and simple inequalities. In this chapter you are going to see that how you can solve equations. So, in question number 1 I'm having 7 parts. Having 7 different linear equations and I need to solve them. Okay, solving a linear equation means that you need to find out the value of a variable. Okay, I'm again repeating, if there is a question of solving an equation, just look at this. Solve each of the following equation. Solve the equation means that you need to find out value of variable. So it means that in the given equation, let's talk about the example of this particular part. The part is x plus 8 equals to 15. Here, the variable that you have is x. So what you need to do, you have to find out the value of x. Value of x means that x will be written like this. X equals to something. There must be a numeric value of x. It can be x equals to 12. It can be x equals to 10. It can be x equals to 1 upon 2. It can be x equals to 1.5. Anything. There must be a numeric value that you can equate with x. This is what we call solving an equation. It means that you need to find out the value of the variable that is present in your equation. So in the given equation, I have x plus 8 equals to 15. So what you need to do, you have to find out the value of x by solving this equation. So right now, if I talk about this particular equation, let me just remove this working. So let's suppose right now I am having x plus 8 equals to 15. It means that I'm having 8, that is adding with x. I'm having two terms on my left hand side. I call it left hand side of the equation. Why? Because there is an equality sign and whatever present on the left side of the equality is considered as left hand side. And whatever present on the right side of the equality is considered as right hand side. This is the right hand side of the equation. This is something that you really need to understand, that whatever that is present on left side of the equality over here, the whole value is going to be the left hand side, and whatever present on right side, it is considered as right hand side of the equation. There are two sides of the equation. So in left hand side, I'm having two terms, x plus 8, that is equal to 15. In order to find out the value of x, what you need to do, you have to remove this plus 8 from the left hand side. Why? Because in order to find out the value of x, I must have only variable x on left hand side. You only need to have the variable x on left hand side and it will be equated to some value on the right hand side. So here in this equation you are having a number that is plus 8 connected with x or written with x on the left side. What you need to do in order to solve the equation, you have to shift this value to the other side. We can move one value to the other side and second value to the different side, opposite side of the equation. But there is a rule for that. I want you to write this rule. There is a rule to shift any value in the equation. To shift a value or to move a term in an equation to the other side, you have to change the operation. The mathematical operation of that term. This is a very important rule. What this rule says? This rule says that if you want to move a term means that if I talk about how many terms I'm having on my left hand side, so I'm having two terms. X is one term and 8 is another term. So I'm having two terms over here, x and 8. So a term is basically anything that is separated with an operator, or we can say with a plus sign, plus or minus sign. So these are two terms, x and 8. If you want to move a term to the other side of the equation, let's suppose you want to move this 8 to the other side, you have to change the mathematical operation of that term. It means right now there is a plus sign with 8, right? There is a plus sign with 8. So when you are going to shift it or you are going to move it to the other side, you have to change its sign. This plus is going to be shifted to the, going to be changed or going to be minus. If I talk about its opposite sign, then plus is replaced with a minus sign and minus will be replaced with a plus sign. This is very, very important. If you are having plus sign with the term and you want to shift it to the other side of the equation, then you have to change its sign. Plus sign will be changed to minus sign. Okay? So, in this way, we have to write it like this. X plus 8 equals to 15. I want the value of x. So I have to shift plus 8 to the other side of the equation. Since 8 has a plus sign with it, so when I am going to shift it to the other side, it will be minus. So 15 minus 8. Now 15 minus 8 is going to be 7 with a plus sign. Why? Because 15 is the greater value and it has a plus sign. So there is no need to write a plus sign with it. Now this is how you have solved the equation. This is the value of x. X equals to 7. This is your required answer. So in this question, there is a rule. This rule needs to be understandable, needs to be understood by yourself. Okay, this is a very important rule. Whenever you want to shift a term to the other side of the equation, you have to change its mathematical operation. It means if it is a plus, then you make it minus. If it is minus, you need to make it plus. Let's do another part so that you can just learn this concept very quickly. Let me do part B for you. In part B, I have x plus 9 equals to minus 5. Again, the same thing. What you need to do, shift plus 9 to the other side of the equation to get the value of x. So x equals to, we are having minus 5 on right hand side. When plus 9 is shifted to the other side, it becomes minus 9. So since both the numbers has minus sign, so we will add the numbers. Both the numbers have same signs minus, so 9 plus 5 is going to be 14, and you are supposed to write minus sign with the answer. Why? Because 9 is the greater value and it has minus sign. So the value of x that we have calculated from the equation is x equals to minus 14. This is the answer. It's a very simple thing. You need to move the unnecessary term to the other side of the equation so that you can find out the value of x. Let's do another part, part C. In part C, I am having x minus 5 equals to 17. Now, there is a difference. Right now, I am having minus with my term. I need to shift it to the other side. Keep in mind the rules remain same. You have to change the sign. Change the sign. When you are shifting the term to the other side, you have to change the sign. If the sign is minus, it will be changed to plus. So right now I will write x equals to 17 plus 5. So the value of x is going to be 17 plus 5 is 22. This is the required answer. This is the value of x that you have calculated. Now let's do part B. In part D, I have y minus 7 equals to minus 3. Again, what you need to do, this is minus 7. I need to shift it to the other side. Just change the sign of minus 7. When you are going to shift it to the other side, it will become plus 7. Write minus 3 as it is, and with minus 3 you are going to write plus 7. Now you are having opposite signs with the number, you will do subtraction. Subtract 3 from 7, you will get 4, and you are having a plus sign. There is no need to write a plus sign. You are having a positive number. Why? Because 7 is a greater value. So the value of y will be 4. Now let's do another part, that is part E. In part E, I am having y plus 0.4 equals to 1.6. Now I am having decimal numbers. I need to solve it out. The same thing, you have to shift this term to the other side in order to calculate the value of y. So y equals to 1.6 minus 0.4. Why? Because there is a plus sign. When I'm going to shift it to the other side, this plus will be changed into minus. So y equals to, let's subtract 1.4, 0.4 from 1.6. It will give me 1.2. Okay. You can do like this, 0.4. So 6 minus 4 is 2, and you are having 1 over here. So it is 1.2. The value of y will be 1.2. Now let's do another part. Part F. In part F, I am having y equals to y minus 2.4 equals to 3.6. Again, I am having decimal values. What you need to do, first of all, you have to shift this 2.4 to the other side of the equation by changing its sign. It is minus. When you are going to change it, it will be plus 2.4. Now, just add the two decimal numbers. 4, 3.6 and 2.4. When added together, it will give me 6 plus 4 is 10. 1 will be carry. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.0 is going to be my answer. Or I can simply write 6. Okay. Now the last part, part G. In part G, I am having minus 2.7 plus A equals to minus 6.4. Again, wherever your number is, it doesn't matter. Either it is before variable or after variable. What you need to do, you have to shift it to the other side so that you can have the value of A. So A will be written as it is. Just shift minus 2.7 to the other side and it becomes plus. Minus 6.4 will be written as it is, and you will write plus 2.7. This number will be shifted to the other side. Now both the values have different opposite signs, minus and plus. You will subtract these two values. So in this way, 4 minus 7, we cannot do 4 minus 7. We will take carry 1. 14 minus 7 is 7. Now you are having 5 here. So 5 minus 2 will give you 3. So it is 3.7. And since minus sign is with the greater value, so you will write minus with your answer. So the value of A that you have calculated is minus 3.7. I hope question number 1 is clear to you. There is a very important rule that is applicable over here. I need all of you to please understand this rule. Okay, if you understand it, then you can easily do these kind of questions that we have already done in question number 1. The rule is that I'm again repeating. If you want to shift any term to the other side of the equation, you have to change its operation. If it is a plus, then you have to shift, make it minus. And if it is having minus sign, then you have to change its sign to plus. That's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope question number 1 is clear to you. Stay tuned, stay connected for other questions as well.